Hello guys and welcome to another lap time challenge video, and today we got Fuji International Speedway in Group 2. So I will quickly have a little look at the leaderboard. So 129.2 is now standing for the gold. So we got a 126.6. I think this is this should be achievable, but let's have a look at the conditions and everything else. So the mandatory tires are racing medium tires, and I do believe that we need to use, I think we need to use the NSX concept. So okay, so you can use any of these cars I guess, but the NSX is usually the fastest car around the circuit here. So I will quickly have a little look at what the fastest guy did, but unfortunately we got the second fastest guy, so we will quickly have a look at just to help us with the understanding of the track. Okay, let's have a little look. I mean, it's a pretty long straight, nothing much that you can do on the straight right here, just rather than wait. I think the first braking point should be around 100 or a little bit before the curb. Yes, it is a bit before the curb. Is he gonna take the inside of this curb? Yes. Second gear on the way out. So this is kind of crucial because otherwise the car slips out if you're starting to accelerate in first. You always need to upshift into higher gear. A little tap on the brakes coming in. Fourth gear on the way out. Not stopping the car that much, that's crucial. You need to use the downforce of the car. Like a little lift, little tap on the brakes in fourth gear. So staying close to the inside. Once again, second, third on the way out, I guess. Yes, it is. Okay, and no gradual acceleration. He just hits the power. You know, when you got the downforce, that's a really good thing to do. Otherwise, the car just slips out here. 260. Okay, there we go. I will need to have a little look at about the braking point. This is a little bit earlier than before. Third gear on the way out. Let's have a look at the end. Okay, first gear, second gear on the way out. Maybe even third could work here. Not sure about that, but I believe the second is better. Kind of a wider line, not exactly the narrow line like we usually do have here. Second gear on the way out, third, and we are on the straight. So basically this is going to be... This will be a 26.8. I think this lap time is something that I can do. I might even, I will try to get that under 127. So let's see what I can do. And yes, let's start with the guide. Usually I take a slightly wider line out of the last corner to carry more speed onto the straight. This can get you about 10-15 thousandths of a second, not more than that. So here, this is my first braking point just before the 100 meter mark, and this is where I'm starting to turn in. So basically I'm just instantly starting to turn in little by little, and then when I reach the apex I put the power down in second gear. So this is the crucial point. The car may slip out if you start accelerating in first, but in second it's a little bit more stable. You still need to progressively put the power down. So here, this is the second point that I was talking about, and usually this is where I lose the most time. So brakes need to only go to about 40 to 50%. If you go over that point, the car will most likely lose another 10 to 10.5. It really depends on the amount of speed that you take into the corner. Next one, and once again it's crucial to carry the speed, because when you're carrying the speed you're carrying the downforce. And this is where I'm just tapping the brakes maybe about 10-15%, and I'm just trying to take as close as possible line to the right side of the track. Next point is this one, and this is mostly, let's say, focus is on the exit. So here I'm starting to turn in sooner than you would normally, and then I'm trying to kind of accelerate even a little bit before the curb. So the car once again may slip out a little bit, but it's crucial to start accelerating in third gear. That's the most important part out of all of this. So higher gears really work well with this car. Next one is this transition that you can see on the road. You can also use the Dunlop sign, but I do prefer this one. Brakes are going heavily in, and then when I reach the apex, I just let go of the brakes and accelerate in fourth gear. Once again, accelerating in higher gear will result in more traction. So this is exactly what I'm going to do here as well. So I'm going to downshift into first gear. You might downshift into second, depends. But then you need to accelerate in third gear. If you start accelerating in first or second, the car will most likely spin out. And this is that we have kind of a problem with. I usually have problems with this corner. You just need to slightly tap the brakes to about 30-40% and hold it like that. I didn't take the widest possible line. I could have taken even the wider line, but it's crucial to start accelerating in second gear while you're still on the curb. This will result in a better traction, and you might get a little bit more speed on the way out. So this is the last one. I usually like to take this wide as possible, but you can take it kind of narrow, but it's very important once again here to carry the speed onto the straight and to accelerate in third gear. This will stop the car from spinning out that much, and usually I like to straighten up the car as much as possible to get the best amount of acceleration out of the car. And this is exactly what got me a sub 27. I know this lap time can be a lot faster, but in the end I think this will be the gold by the end of the week. And yes, now I finally got my time on the leaderboard, so it's 126.9, and I wanted to have a little look at the leaderboards. So global rankings, I am standing at P8 at this point, so it's a 940, although I do think this can be a little bit better. Of course, this is 6. I think this can go down even further, and most likely will, so this lap time has a lot of potential. But I guess this is the one where you got literally no setups that you can do, so unfortunately I would really like to implement a bit of setups into these lap time challenges and leave the dailies as they are. So yeah, we'll see how this is going to progress in the future, but now, as I see, 129.297 is the gold, which I don't think is going to be that difficult to reach. So guys, thank you once again for watching, and once again I do have to remind you about the giveaway. So we only have a couple of days left, and it's going to be down in the description of this video. So if you liked it, if you enjoyed it, click that like button, subscribe, and yes, until the next time, bye.